Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How are you? I presume you are well. I presume you are blessed of the Lord. And I presume that your family is doing good. I am fine too, and the Lord has kept me well. I am Rachel Korompoi, and I'm blessed to have you there watching me, my viewer, right now. And I just want us to go back to that beautiful word. And that is the follow-up that I've been doing of late. The word about Moses and the 12 spies, Moses and the land of Canaan. And here is Moses selecting the 12 young warriors who went to spy the land of Canaan. And they spied the land, and they came back. I think it was around 40 days. So when they went to spy the land, they came back with a good report. Actually, they came back carrying fruits. They came back happy, thrilled. And the anticipation in the camp was so high because these people had trekked, they had walked, they had waited to come to this land. So the anticipation in the camp was so high. People were really waiting to go to Canaan. So here comes our 12 spies. They are happy, energetic, carrying big bunches of fruits, like this one. They were like, Moses, we have come back. The land of Canaan is a reality. Actually, we have gone. The rivers there, they are flowing, ever flowing. The land is fertile. And here is the fruit, as you can see. In fact, a bunch like this was being carried by 2 men, because of the fertility of the soil. And so the camp was thrilled. People were happy. And actually, some of those people, the Israelites, started seeing themselves in the land of Canaan. They started seeing themselves tilling the land, getting the grapes, getting the pomegranates, milking the cows and harvesting the honey from the bees, because the promise was now a reality. And here comes one man with that cursed word. I always use that cursed word because this word, in our Kimasai language we call it kagi, and in Kiswahili they call it lakini. So here they come and they said, yes, true, the land was good, the land was flowing, it is a reality what God has promised. And then they're like, somebody comes out and says, but Moses, in that land of Canaan, we have the sons of the Jebusites, we have the sons of the Anakims, and we have the sons of the Amorites. And imagine, behold, they have built fortified big cities. And these Anakims, they are tall, they are mighty, they are robust, they are strong, they are swords we cannot lift. Personally, I cannot lift. And they were like, in their presence, in the presence of the Anakims, we looked like grasshoppers. The joy, the anticipation, the thrill of going to the land of Canaan was shattered that moment. Those young men said, but Moses, we looked like grasshoppers. We looked like grasshoppers. It was shattered the moment they said, and therein in Canaan, there dwells the sons of the Anakims and the Amorites and the Jebusites. That time, the dream was shattered. My friend who is watching me right now, my sister, my brother, the word but, that word lakini, that word kake, oh goodness, it doesn't build you. That day, those people sealed their fate. They sentenced themselves to dying without going to Canaan. They sentenced their wives, their children. Their faith was shattered. And each day of their lives, something that could have taken them 40 days to cross over took them 40 years to cross over. Imagine, something that could have taken 40 days took them 40 years, meaning that each day was multiplied by 365 days. That word. My brother, my sister, if you want the Lord to bless you, get your butt out of your way. Get that word out of your way. Whatever you want to do it with passion. Do it with zeal. Go for it. Don't look around for the Anakims, the Amorites, and the Jebusites, because they will always be there. And they will always be mightier. They will always be robust. They will always be great. But your God is greater than the Amorites. The God that I serve is greater than the Jebusites. It doesn't matter how tiny I might look in their eyes. It doesn't matter. The problem is, how do I see myself? And that's why the Bible says in the book of Psalms that let the weak say, I am strong. We should seem strong to our own eyes. We should see ourselves able. We should see ourselves mighty and great in the land. Even if the Jebusites and the Anakims and the Amorites dwell within us. If you want to go buy a house, go for it. Remove the but out of the way. If you want to go to school, stop saying, but you know I cannot go to school because I do not have time. You can go to school. Rise up, remove that but out of the way, and go to school. What is that you want to do so much? Remove that but today and just go for it. Because the moment you take that faith, the moment you just take that step of faith, the Jebusite, the Anakim will be removed by your step. But as long as you are saying, but, you will die. You and your generations will die without achieving the promised land that God has promised you. I love you so much, and I wish you the best in this life. May all your desires come to fruition. Just do me one favor.